Hey there YouTubers, it's your old pal Spidey here, and I want to talk about something that I've been seeing a lot in the news lately, well mostly CNN, I watch CNN more, is this talk about legalizing marijuana. This has been an issue ever since it became illegal. I'm very sure with the whole Stamp Act thing, you go in, you can't sell or have marijuana product unless you get a stamp, and you can't get the stamp unless you go in with your product and then you get arrested for having it. And it's just bullshit. But there was an issue where somebody asked Obama about what he would do about that. He says, no, I don't think that's an issue that a reason to get any money to boost our economy. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. The whole point of it, I see it as the reason. I'll give you a little history. The reason it's been so stigmatized and been said that it's so bad is because of how it would affect other companies. See, back in, I believe it was the 40s, 20s, 40s, around that area, there was a newspaper baron who also owned oil and a dozen of marijuana, but you could still use the marijuana fibers to do all this stuff. And he saw the the vast amount of things that can be done with it, and he felt threatened, so he had his newspaper write bad publications about it, also linking it with racism. A lot of our drug laws are based off of racism. Cocaine based on the black people, and opium based on Chinese immigrants predominantly. And marijuana was based on blacks and Mexicans. Mexicans because it came from Mexico during that area in time, and blacks because of the whole jazz scene. They thought that it would corrupt the white women and all that stuff. It was a bunch of white, basically WASPs. White Anglo-Saxon Protestants. That's what a WASP is. That it was just a bunch of bullshit concocted by them because they have their own vested interests. But my own opinion is that I don't really see a problem with it being legalized. A lot of our crime is actually linked to it being illegal. A funny thing I saw, they wanted to bring it up again in California about legalizing it, and somebody was saying that they wanted to sell it for about an ounce for $50 an ounce. That's a little expensive, I believe. And somebody actually said that by taxing it like this, I say tax the fuck out of it as long as you make it legal. You can get so much money from taxing the shit. Tax more than cigarettes. That'll keep people from really smoking it. And this guy, he said that you would open up a black market. Well, interestingly enough, there already is a black market. It's called the drug trade. Okay, they have these bales coming in from Mexico and Afghanistan and India and China and all over the world. And you're saying that there's going to be a black market if we tax the fuck out of it. That's just bullshit. I don't know what the hell made him think about stuff like that. And I personally think it's no big deal if it's legalized. I mean, it's not really hurting anybody. There's no real damages that it does to people, except if they consume massive amounts of it over a long period of time. They can cause damage to their lungs just because of the carcinogens. Whenever you burn something, you automatically get a carcinogen. And I'm sure there's tars in it. I have not actually scientifically tested this stuff myself. I wanted to. I wouldn't mind actually wasting money just to do in the name of research. Yeah. But no, in the name of research, actually getting up like a pump, an air pump that you seen the video, I'm sure, of the people where they take like a whole like 50 cartons of cigarettes and they put it in a special vacuum and it like filters out all the stuff, and then also they showed how much tar is in it by filtering it, going into water, and then like boiling it down and getting the tar. It's like this thick, you know. I say do that, you know. I see it this way: when it becomes legalized, which I'm sure it will in the future, when people finally get like, you know, their shit together, they'll do a bunch of testing on it, and I say Marlboro, you know. Can you imagine Marlboro getting into that, you know? Marlboro Mary Jane, you know, like comes in a big green box like that. But of course, after that, when it becomes regulated, people are gonna, like, you know, companies are gonna throw shit in, try to, you know, mess with it, try to make it more addictive so people buy more of it, or, you know, or makes you want to eat more or something like that, you know. I don't know what they might do, but they could do something with it once it becomes regulated and legalized and taxed. But that was just my little thing on it. Say what you will about, you know, marijuana, saying, oh, it's a gateway drug, or oh, it's, if you buy marijuana you're gonna fund terrorism. I've heard that shit, and it's bull. I don't believe that, you know. And here's the other thing: if you legalize it, you're actually gonna minimize all the, you know, criminal activity. And if it's regulated, that means you'll actually get some consistent shit, you know. Sometimes you don't know, when you go out on the street and you try to get a guy to sell you some, you don't know if you're going to get ditchweed or primo, you know, Jamaican gold. You don't know what you're going to get exactly, because they could just say whatever. And I say just do it, you know. It's not going to hurt anybody. It's working for the Netherlands, you know. Well, really, actually, in Amsterdam, it's not legal per se, but it's not illegal. It's just not as big of a problem over there as say teenage drinking. They're actually cracking down more on alcohol related crimes than marijuana related crimes. So it's a good step in the right direction, I say. But anyway, this has been your friendly internet Spider-Man saying good day. Go to the link, not the link, but go to the web email address, email your questions to me and I'll answer them. And I want to say good day and Excelsior.
Up in smoke, that's where my money goes. In my lungs and sometimes up my